Howdy y'all, welcome back to another modded Minecraft video. We're in the Less is More mod series. Figure we'll do a real quick short one today. Not on this, that's just an enchanting table. Haven't built rooms or anything for it yet. Haven't done a lot of building. Um, Over here, this is what we're going to talk about is our tree farm. That is a forestry tree farm. That's really the only farms that we have in this one, unless we were to do some sort of computer craft turtle farming, which I think this is just a lot more efficient. Now, originally I had set it up out here. I did a little 3x3 farm, which is the smallest, and it does okay, but it's not great. So eventually I tore it down and moved everything over here. Just a bigger. This is the biggest one. I think it's a 5x5 farm, 5x5, I think, something like that. But again, it was all right here, but I broke it all down and moved it. So if we go over there real quick, if you're not familiar with forestry, a lot of packs don't have forestry in it anymore, which is almost a shame. I mean, it's not a bad mod. I liked the farms a lot better before they came out with this multi-block farm. I think just a lot of people moved at about the same time. Just multi-block became, I don't know, something kind of trendy. But it used to be, of course, that the forestry blocks were just a single block. You placed it in the middle, gave it power, and it kind of took care of everything. Now, of course, you have these large multi-block structures. And you can see here, this is a 5x5, and then it's 4 deep. So it's a pretty expensive early game. I won't lie. It took out most of my 10. I had to go do a bunch of mining, which is okay early on in this pack because kind of mining for me right now, I still have to not be there because the turtles do it, but to move everybody around, I've got to kind of be there. So I just kind of catch up on some of the videos when that happens, if I can sit down long enough. But this is our tree farm, and the purpose of the tree farm, of course, is to get us fuel eventually. So down below, we'll take a look at what this is doing. Now, I don't know why I do this. I watch a lot of these other guys that are Minecrafters, and they will build a building just to house all this stuff. I always try to see how much stuff I can cram into an area. And so this is what we have down here. This is the bottom of the farm block. So this is 4 blocks down from that top up there. And some of the things you have to add to your forestry farm is a farm hatch. This is how you get things in and out. So you can see this one is pulling out the wood and the saplings, which we'll eventually do something with, and the apple, which we'll eventually be making applesauce out of. So we'll be using both of these eventually. But we'll also be doing sugarcane and wheat is what we will also need, because eventually we're going to get into biofuel, I think, down the road. I think that's going to be kind of a good fuel source for us, and it's replenishable. So that'll be a good way to go with this. Now, this thing is completely self-powered. This thing, you do need to keep dirt and fertilizer in it. So the other thing that we have over here is we have a barrel. And it's got fertilizer in it. Now the fertilizer in this pack, you can make this stuff, or you can go and find the ore. It's above Y level 60. It's called apatite, I believe. And when you add this with sand, it'll give you quite a bit of fertilizer. So that's really the best way to do it. I think eventually, though, what we'll do is set up some sort of factory that will just make that for us on demand as we need it. Dirt, of course, it doesn't use a lot of dirt, but every once in a while it'll take that dirt from up top, turn it into sand. That's why we have a sand barrel over here that collects the sand, keeps it out of there. And then from our wood barrel, again, the wood is pulled out and it goes over to this furnace, and the furnace is turning it into charcoal. And beneath here, you can see the kind of the pipes. That is just a energy pipe that's coming off of this comes over to power the redstone furnace, and then from the furnace we have another pipe pulling the wood out. The first place it comes is to the steam dynamo. So as soon as it gets one, it'll pop it in here. Do I want to wait for it? Yep, see, pop that in there. And then now, once there's no more room in here, it's going to go into our barrel over here. So it's kind of self-powered. And then for water, because this thing needs water also, so you have the gearboxes where your power goes into, and you have the farm valve where your water goes into. That keeps this thing full of water. We're using an additional pipe's water pump pipe, just directly above a water block, and then that breaks off, goes in, feeds our steam dynamo with water, and then of course puts it into the farm block for water. So this is all self-contained right now. What I can do eventually when I need to move power around, I'll be able to come over here, throw another teleport pipe on the better barrel, pull that wood or that charcoal out, and be able to move it around to move it around to where we need to go. Let's go up here and sleep real quick before we get jumped. Now, of course, I do have mob griefing again turned off. That's up to you whether or not you want to do that. The reason I do it is more for the Enderman than it is for anything else. I cannot stand the way a world looks after Endermen come in here and take all your crap. It's really annoying. So that is off in here. So that does have the side effect, of course, of making the creepers. They'll still blow up and kill you, but they won't destroy your blocks. Like they won't blow up your house or your machines or anything. And that's one of the reasons I turn that off. Also, is I don't want to spend all the time it takes to make some of the stuff, only to have it blown up by some damn creeper. So just so everybody knows that stuff is off. But other than that, everything's pretty legitness. So that's it. That's where we're moving forward right now. I've got the power that we can move around. I will probably move into a quarry relatively quickly. The downside with the quarry in this, it's a Buildcraft quarry, which unfortunately with the Buildcraft quarry you can't ever do Silk Touch without me adding a different mod into it. Did he die? No, he didn't. How did I get... What the hell was that? Did he throw something at me? He must... I'm gonna think he probably came from my what do you call it up there? Mob spawner. He probably teleported down here. I usually like doing those. Get off of my house. Alright, so that's going to be it. We've got our, like I said, our tree farm going, and that is going to lead us to a couple more farms. But for right now, because these are really expensive to make, for each one of those blocks, you need a, what's that thing called? Forestry. Apparently I have caps lock on. There we go. Turn that off. It needs a vacuum tube or something, which I don't even see those things. Did I pass them? Yeah, these electron tubes. It needs one of these 10 electron tubes, and that's basically, they're not expensive. Down the road they'll be really, really cheap, but for right now, each one of these takes 5, 10, and 2 redstone. Redstone's not really an option. It's not really a problem, but 10, it really wiped me out when I made those over there. So this is all I have left. Copper also, and the only reason I have those is from mining after I built that. So I might have enough to do another one right now, but we'll see how soon. I haven't decided what I want to do next just yet. Just finished this up, and I just finished that up. Well, I didn't finish that up. We may actually go up there and do another video on that, because what I need to do is add a better way to kill, and I'm probably going to move this up there, the enchanting table up there for now, but that will all be in another video. So guys, I appreciate you coming by, and until next time, I will see y'all later.